Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Sam Shocker. We have two big stories for you. The Rockies have hired a new manager. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James no longer face federal charges, and it was because of a former insurance attorney from Colorado. We learned just over an hour ago that a federal judge ruled the Justice Department illegally appointed acting U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan, who brought the charges against Comey and James. Halligan is from Colorado and has no experience as a prosecutor. Still, Comey was accused of lying to Congress in 2020. Halligan is the latest Trump administration prosecutor to be disqualified because of the manner in which they were appointed. There will be more details on this development coming up at 1 on NBC News Daily. The Colorado Rockies have a permanent manager, but it's not someone new. Warren Schaefer is now the club's full-time manager. He had been serving as interim manager since May 11th when Bud Black was fired, but Schaefer's been with the team for more than a decade in other coaching and player development roles. We'll have more on this decision later today, starting on 9 News at 4. Well, Denver native and NBA coach Chauncey Billups has pleaded not guilty to charges he took part in mafia-backed rigged poker games. He was arraigned in a Brooklyn courtroom this morning. The five-time NBA All-Star was arraigned in a federal court on money laundering and wire fraud conspiracy charges. Billups and current Miami Heat player Terry Rozier were among more than 30 people charged last month after a federal investigation into illegal gambling operations linked to professional sports. Prosecutors say Billups would draw in wealthy, unsuspecting poker players to games where they would lose their money. But Billups' lawyer said he is a, quote, man of integrity and denies those charges. Some closer to seasonal temps today, but a lot of blue sky out there, as you can see. Joining me now, Jaden Knowles with our Weather Impact team. Jaden, you've been tracking the weather, and look at where are you standing in front of Loveland. That is beautiful with the snow. There ain't no snow here.
No snow here right now, but there is some good news as we head into the weekend. That's the reason we do have those potential weather impacts for Saturday as well as Sunday. Overall, we're going to break all that down for you and tell you what you need to know. But first, as you're getting out the door, beautiful conditions out there. Here's our 7-day. Today's high, 58 degrees, and noticing a big cool down as we head into Tuesday. We are tracking a strong cold front. So far, though, Thanksgiving looks to be a nice and beautiful day, very similar to what we're expecting today. And then noticing those orange boxes, Saturday and Sunday. That's the big weather story of the entire week. Maybe our first measurable snow. So what is our weather impact? Of course, cold weekend. We're talking about frigid air set to move in this weekend, and that chance for snow Saturday as well as Sunday. Could see potential travel impacts. So we're going to break all that down for you. But so far, current temperatures on the incline. We're in the upper 50s, low 50s as well. A very nice and beautiful start to your afternoon. And we are expecting the nice and warm temperatures once we head into the latter parts of this afternoon. But later in the show, I'll tell you the timing and the details about what to expect for this weekend and the holiday on Thanksgiving. Sam?
Jaden, thank you. Aurora police are looking for a man who was involved in a shooting that hurt a bystander over the weekend. This happened just after midnight Sunday at the Circle K on Sable Boulevard, just north of Alameda. Police say two men inside the store were arguing when one man shoved the other, causing a gun to go off. That bullet hit a bystander who wasn't involved. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Aurora police arrested one of the men involved in the argument for second-degree assault. The woman who hit and killed the 17-year-old cyclist in Boulder may be getting out of jail and into a halfway house just 6 months into her 4-year sentence. Yeva Semlyanska will be back in court after the Thanksgiving holiday. This is the crash that killed Magnus White, a Team USA cyclist who was riding his bike along Highway 119 in Boulder County in July of 2023. But now, according to a letter obtained by our partners at the Denver Gazette, the Colorado Department of Corrections told the teen's family that Semlyanska is being referred to a halfway house. It's a transitional living facility for inmates to be reintegrated into the community. The referral still needs to be approved. The White family has submitted a victim impact statement fighting against the approval. Denver City Council kicks off the shortened Thanksgiving week with a packed agenda, but no public hearings. So first up, the council will discuss the new city budget, followed by resolutions for key mayoral appointments. They'll also review multiple resolutions for homeless shelter contracts and purchase orders for new office furniture, totaling nearly $63 million. Other items include a proposed ordinance on building code changes, including wildland urban fire provisions, and updates to the city's building and fire code. The council will meet today at 3:30 p.m. with public comment starting at 5. Now that we're in Thanksgiving week, many people are starting to head to their holiday destinations today. The FAA says it's expecting the busiest Thanksgiving travel period in 15 years. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi was at DIA this morning to see how it looked out there.
The crowd has come in waves today, that's for sure, but the busiest days are expected to be tomorrow with 52,000 flights all across the country, and then Saturday and Sunday as people are heading home. DIA expects more than 845,000 passengers to go through their checkpoints between last Friday through Monday, December 1st. That's up 10% from last year. We do expect security lines to move smoothly. A spokesperson for the TSA says about 90% of workers nationwide have received back pay now that the government shutdown is over, and the rest are supposed to get that today. We'll keep tracking all of the latest cancellations and delays for you at the airport. At DIA, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
Lauren, thank you. And so far today, DIA has the largest number of flight delays in the country, nearly 100 of them. The majority have been Southwest and United flights. But people who are driving for the holiday have some cheaper gas prices at least. AAA lists Colorado's average price at $2.67, 40 cents cheaper than the national $3.06 average. This is AAA's map of prices in the state, and that dark blue shows counties from Weld to Pueblo County. They are the cheapest right now.